Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. Today's reading is going to be something from the cosmos. So whatever it is that you have been wanting an answer to, that is what we are going to inquire about today. So we're going to use a few decks to see if we can tap into that energy for whatever burning questions you may have out there. And we will see where this goes from here. So let's get started. And we're going to finish this off with a Shadows and Light Oracle. So hopefully that ties everything together. It usually does. I have no doubt about that. Okay. So welcome everyone. If you've been here for a while, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate it. Hopefully there's something here that will resonate for you. I do have playlists if you're interested in different types of reading. I categorize them by love readings, spiritual growth readings. Those are mostly shadow work type of readings. And then their categories. So you can go to my page and check out the different categories that I throw those readings into. Not every reading is for every single person. So if the reading resonates with you, then it is your reading. If the title grabs you, then this is for you. And keep in mind that readings are timeless. So when you stumble upon them is when you are meant to find them. All right, because time is not linear. So thank you again so much for joining me. Let's jump right in. All right, Spirit, we are looking for something that the collective needs an answer to at this time, something that needs insight, possibly even explanation, or again, just an answer to the question that's burning on everyone's mind. So what do we have for the collective, please? All right, the Sun. And I love this because the Sun has been coming out a lot for me. So it says this card heralds great success. You're on the winning team. So how many of you have been wondering that what you're doing, what you've been working towards is actually going to amount to anything? Does it feel like you've just been burning both ends of the candle, going, and when is this going to end? Here's the thing. You are creating something beautiful and the world is noticing it. Okay, so whether it is your energy exchange that you are providing for with other people, maybe it is just you living your own life in your own way, and that is showing other people that it can be done the way you're doing it. Okay, maybe growing up they were told, oh, that's not something that can be done, you'll never be able to make a life out of doing that, and here you are, collective, doing it, and you're proving everybody wrong. I hope that's you. This is for all the doubters out there who said you couldn't do something, right? You're on the winning team and you are reaping great success for yourself. All right, then this one, we have pure water. Drink filtered rainwater or spring water from a good source if possible. Okay, so what this is telling me is that what you are putting into your body at this time truly does matter. Okay, so maybe it might be time to look at your diet or what you're ingesting, whether it be food or drink. For those of you who have already been doing this, that's beautiful because it is going to help raise your vibration. So what I'm seeing with this is that we are becoming pure beings, okay, beings of light. And by looking at the things that we're ingesting and, I say buying into, but that has to do with what your energy is buying into. So if you're drinking a lot of really bad drinks for you, there's a lot of sugar in it or something like that. If you haven't switched yet, the time is now. And if this is you that have already done that, you are glowing from the inside out. And that is truly showing via this Sun card. Okay, I love it. We are truly glowing as a collective by choosing what it is we put our energy into and what it is that nourishes our bodies. I love this so far. Let's see what else we have. Okay. And look at that. That's hilarious that now we have water and foods. Okay, choose foods wisely. Help yourself and the planet by reconsidering what you eat. Okay, so foods have a vibration. Drinks have a vibration, right? So what we're focusing on at this time is, what is it that's nourishing our body, mind, and spirit? Is it something that we know is bad for us? Like, let's just use this as an example, okay? If you are a meat eater, the way the animal is raised, and we're going to use the word slaughtered. Unfortunately, we have to use that word. But if it is done in a harsh manner, lots of growth hormones put into the meat, this affects you vibrationally as well. Whereas if you're eating organic foods, again, there's no pesticides put into them. It is grown with love, is the way I think of it. That is what you are in turn also putting in your body, and that is what you radiate outwards. So what this is asking you to do is to be more conscious of the drinks and the foods that we're putting in our body, because it does make a difference how we look, how we feel, and what sort of energy that we radiate. All right, very good. So we're going to jump into the tarot at this point and see where we can go from here. Okay, Spirit, please, let's tap into this sun energy. Can you tell me anything about this winning team and this great success for the collective? This is beautiful energy. Tell me about this sun energy. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. So that is a very balanced, beautiful energy. It's earthly energy. So there might also be, I'm getting like a garden. We need the sun to grow our garden. We need water to grow our garden. And we need fertilizer to grow our garden. Think of you as the garden if you're not physically growing a garden, right? What does a person or a plant need to grow? It needs all of these things, right? Needs the dirt, the soil, the richness, the water, the sun. All of these are requirements for not only plants to grow, but for us as humans to grow. So if there's any one of these three things missing in your growth, then it may hinder your progress. So look at all of these as something that will work together to create this growth. And again, this is also balance and reciprocity. So there is something within us that we're learning to balance out. And because we have all of these things here that also make plants grow, plants are alive as well. They have energy, they vibrate. They produce us with oxygen, and we give them our carbon dioxide that goes out. So it is a symbiotic relationship. I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, what else do we have to go with this sun energy, please? All right, we have the Four of Cups. All right, so this is for those of you who feel that, again, what I said in the beginning, you may have just been kind of chugging along in your life and unsure where things may be going. Maybe you're even bored, okay, because you're just kind of at a stuck point, or you feel stuck and you're not quite sure what the direction is that you need to go in. What I am hearing and understanding at this time is that everything that you're doing is right. You're already on the winning team. Okay, you are destined for success. So there's nothing more you need to be doing. I understand that you may feel stuck, stagnant, and bored even, but that will pass. Okay. And in the meantime, I'm also hearing to nourish your body, right? Make sure that you are ingesting the proper things to get you to that place. Hang in there. And then we have the Devil. Okay, so what I'm getting with that is temptations, right? Sometimes when people get bored, they may be tempted by things. There may be things that come up that say, hey, I know you feel stuck over here. Maybe if you come on this side, we'll guarantee you success and we'll guarantee you something, kind of a quick fix is what I'm getting. So don't be tempted by quick fixes or even the get rich quick schemes type of things, because you are love incarnate. Okay, most of you already know that you cannot be swayed in any direction, right? Because you've already surpassed that in your life. But things may come up in your life to test you, to be like, are you sure that you're in the right direction? Are you sure that you're succeeding? Are you sure that you are welcoming great success? Because I'm going to try to tempt you away from that with, again, what I'm being drawn to right now is the all the shots that are on the commercials for like weight loss, right? Drinking the right things, eating the right things, and getting the appropriate amount of sunlight is the magic ingredients to giving you the body and lifestyle that you need, and exercise with that too, okay? So with these shots that are on the infomercials and commercials, everywhere, they're trying to advertise to you that, oh, we can make you lose 15% of your body weight like that. You don't have to diet. You don't have to exercise. You just take this injection and then it'll all go away by itself. And collective, I want you to think about that before you say, yes, that sounds like a great idea. Because a lot of those people, if they don't stay on that their entire lives, your weight just comes right back, okay? The true way to get the body that you want is to focus your energies on your diet, your exercise, the sunlight, the things you drink, the things you eat. These all matter, okay? You put good in, you get good out. So, this may not pertain to dieting. That was just the example that came up for you guys. There might be some other thing that you might be tempted towards. Might be money. Again, the devil does represent Capricorn, which is earthly things, monetary things. So if there is something that is approaching you, or a person, a business, a job offer, anything that says, hey there, I can make you rich by tomorrow. You only have to invest all the money that you have right now, and it's a guarantee. So something like that, all right? It sounds too good to be true because it is too good to be true. It's a temptation, right? You've been working hard towards your success and you've got this balanced energy. And though you may feel stuck, stagnant, and bored, keep going. Don't let this sway you off your path because it's there for that purpose and that person. That purpose alone. It might be that person alone. Again, I don't know if this is a person. It could be a Capricorn. Who knows? But you have all the love within you, collective. It is already there. It is free flowing, and you emanate this on a regular basis. And that is one of the reasons that you are being tempted, because they're trying to pull you down. Okay? So don't fall into those low vibrations. Again, whether it be with food and drink, or other temptations, whatever that means to you. All right, let's jump over to this pure water. I am actually going to put this down because I think it very much ties in with this. So it's not only about you drinking pure water, okay? It's also about you filling your own cup with love, right? With the unconditional love, the pure water, the spiritual water. All right. So you could think about that in two ways. It also very much reminds me of multiple demonstrations now that I've seen in different videos where, let's just say you're this red juice in a cup, right? And you have all of these ancestral traumas carrying on and on and on. But you take this cup of this clear, unfiltered, beautiful, fresh water, and you pour it into that cup of red. What happens over time is the red totally washes out of the cup and becomes totally crystal clear. All right. So I want you to keep in mind as you are making these decisions to change your food, change your water, that it does take time to see results, okay? Don't get discouraged. Again, you are already on the winning team, collective. You don't need to worry about anything. And occasionally we may be tempted to fall off the wagon. Have compassion with yourself as you go through these changes because it's hard to undo your whole life or however many years worth of eating and drinking the things that we didn't necessarily know were bad for us. Or maybe we did and we just did it anyways. Who knows? All right. So let's see what else we have here for this. Tell me more about this pure water pile, please. The Empress. Yes. Beautiful energy. Very feminine, nurturing, loving energy. Okay, and there's a tree on here too. So again, I said compare yourself to a plant. What does a plant need to grow? We as humans require the same things. Slightly different, but not really. Okay, this one. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. So as odd as it's going to sound, that typically does mean the end of a cycle, right? That can feel like heavy burden. But because I see this as sticks on the ground, I am seeing that you have let drop the branches from yourself that need to fall away. This may include people in your life falling away. This could be jobs. This could be lifestyles. It could even just be ways of thinking. So you have allowed what is, we're going to say, the dead branches to fall away and to be renewed and refreshed by the new growth, okay? The healthy growth that came from this clarity, this clean water that you've been putting into your body. So the clean water could be pure thoughts, right? It could be the unconditional love. It could be spiritual love, whether it be from, again, source, from the divine, from your ancestors, or just what you're providing to your own self, okay? You're filling your own cup up with love, and you're using that to grow and nurture your own self. And again, what will fall away will fall away. I love this because it's like I don't choose to carry this anymore, right? And these could be the temptations. Maybe these were the dead branches that you'd been carrying along all this time. And you're just so ready to say, I don't choose that for myself anymore. And good for you, collective. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. To me, that is all about solid foundations. So we are learning what a solid foundation looks like, what it feels like, and how to build it. So again, maybe in the past, we did not build our bodies, our temples, on a solid foundation, right? Maybe we were ingesting too much sugar or too much food that was of a low vibration, bad for your body. Maybe it caused a lot of weight gain. Maybe it caused a lot of other health issues. Weight gain is not the only thing that can come from eating and drinking things that, shouldn't be in your body, but sometimes it can cause cholesterol issues. It can cause heart murmurs. It can cause high blood pressure. It can cause a lot of things to go wrong in your body. And because of that, it can actually cause every single thing in your body to kind of radiate outwards that bad energy. And people can pick up on that. All right? So it doesn't matter how much love you have in your heart, your body, your mind, your spirit all need to be balanced and in alignment with each other. All right. So let's get over to this foods pile. Choose foods wisely. Help yourself and the planet by reconsidering what you eat. So what I'm getting with this is we're going to be leaving behind a lot of the processed stuff. Things high in sugar, right? So if it has an eternal shelf life, it probably isn't the best for your body. And it's not good for you to ingest. I'm also getting that we're figuring out, too, the algorithms of our body and when we want to eat and need to eat versus just saying breakfast, lunch, dinner. Our bodies don't work that way. We don't need to eat a big, heavy breakfast, lunch, and dinner because what that sets us up for is it just needing that full time between meals to process, right? Especially right before bed. Like having a big, huge dinner and then going to bed is one of the worst things you can do for your body because your body can't rest and rejuvenate overnight because what it's doing is it's using all its energy to process a heavy meal. So what we're doing now is we are maybe eating 5 smaller meals a day, or, however it looks for you. Maybe we are not eating such heavy foods. We're lightening the load. Maybe we're doing things that involve soups more or salads more, things that are homegrown with natural herbs and again, not with all those preservatives and the artificial flavors and colors and dyes and everything else. All right, let's tap into this pile a little bit. Let's see what we have. All right, the King of Pentacles. I love it. I'm trying to see how that correlates. I'm getting earthly things. So King of Pentacles is about mastering our monetary things, our earthly things. So I am seeing that because we have the King of Pentacles here, especially because he seems to be a buck or a deer, that we are more in tune with nature and what it is providing to us. I love that. Let's see what else we have. Okay, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, again, earthly things. Maybe we're working together with other people to grow plants. I'm also getting with this. Okay, because he can be eaten as a food. Maybe we're making friends with nature instead of eating nature. At least the alive stuff. Okay. I don't know why I went there. Maybe some of you are deciding to go vegan. Maybe some of you are deciding to go vegetarian. Okay. You've made friends with this buck and you're like, I don't want to eat you. I'm sorry I ever did. That's just some of you. We also have working together. We're building something. So maybe some of you are opening up like a farm stand, right? You're growing your vegetables. You are opening a farm stand. You're making it available to others in your community. Maybe you're all contributing something and you are providing the fruit. Someone else does the vegetables. Someone else does, whatever else. So there's something of us coming together and appreciating what's happening on the earth more than we used to. Okay, this is in the future pile here. So now that we have dropped the dead branches, futuristically, we are looking to be more holistic in the things we choose to eat. And I'm even getting that we're locating additional resources that we did not know was available before. So because there's a mountain here, maybe some of us are venturing out and finding more plants that are edible, finding different forms of vegetables or fruits on trees or bushes or whatever. We're foraging more and using that from the earth and putting it in our foods. I love that. That's beautiful. Okay. And we have the Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of pentacles here. It's interesting because we do have cups and pentacles. There's wands here as well. So there's no swords. I love that. You want to know why? Because it's telling me we're getting out of our heads. We're getting out of our heads from overthinking everything and trying to think of things to do. Now we're in the process of the doing, right? We're doers now. We're doing the things that we need to do. We're filling our own cups up. We're dropping the dead branches where they need to go. And both of these cards signify balance. And I love that. So that may be juggling and balancing resources, right? Giving and taking. We're balancing what it is that we're receiving as well as knowing what we have is valuable and reciprocating with our community. All right, very good. Let's jump into the next deck. All right, I just saw 555. So change is on the horizon. Before I get into the next deck, I do just want to add that in the Dolores Cannon book, which is the 3 Waves of Volunteers and the New Earth, there is a lot of reference in there about how we need to do things a little different with what we consume, right? It does mention that our diet is going to become mostly liquid or eating just very light. Think about ascending, right? Think about a balloon with helium in it versus a balloon with just regular air in it. So in order for it to rise, it needs to be light. It needs to be lighter than air. So for us to ascend, we do need to eat lighter, okay? And again, they do specifically reference lighter foods and soup, kind of liquid based. So that could be your smoothies, soups, that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to throw that out there because that's pertinent to this. All right. Let's get some more cards for this reading, please. Tell me more about what's going on here. Okay, we have read. The more you read, the more you'll learn. All right, that's funny because I did just mention a book that I recently read, and I could not put it down. It's a thick book. It's like over 500 pages, but I read through it like a breeze. It was such an awesome, amazing read. What she's doing in this book is she's going and hypnotizing people and going directly to their subconscious, and their subconscious is kind of answering questions that she's got, whether the person has the question, what's my life purpose, or what are my past lives and how are they pertinent to this life. And so the subconscious will show the person who is hypnotized either something from their past life that they need to know for this life, or it's going to say that's not relevant. All this person needs to do is just simply be, which I did say in this pile. You're already on the winning team. There's nothing more you need to do. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can look into past life regression. Okay, I do have a friend that does do that. I'm not going to say you have to go to her, but look into that. Okay, that might be something that interests you, because what they do is they get down to your subconscious mind, which knows all the answers already. Okay, so reading is also something that's going to help you get to the place you need to be. Higher learning reading specifically, okay? All right, tell me more. Live your dream. Never give up on your dreams. Dare to live the adventure. All right, so again, you are destined for great success, collective. Whatever it is that your dream is, do that. Whatever it is that you are passionate about, pour your loving energy into that, right? The balance, the reciprocation. You are destined for success. Okay, what else? Queen rising, there you are. We now have the Empress, and we now have you, Queen rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. And guess what? At the bottom of the deck is boss daddy, stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big D energy. So for those of you out there wondering, is your masculine also out there? Yes, the masculine is also out there. And look, here they are. She's standing poised in this position, and he is looking in her direction. Okay, I didn't intend for this to be a love reading, but guess what? You're doing all the things, and you're beautiful, and this masculine notices. I am telling you. So if they are not in your energy yet, they soon will be, because they can see you doing all the things, right? Oh, that one wanted to come out. Okay. We have create a routine. Having a routine helps you limit procrastination and give you structure. All right, so for some of you who are in the midst of wanting to live your dream, maybe you are kind of in this Four of Cups energy where you're uncertain how to get there. What are the next steps? How do I do this? I just saw 111. Spirit is calling you to create a routine. Okay, so even if that means building a schedule every single day that maps out what your day looks like, right? Are you spending at least 5 hours a day doing business things or building something towards your passion? So you are being called to make a plan and to stick with it, right? And then we have financial goals. Same thing. So now we're creating actual goals. Set and reach your financial goals to achieve financial stability. So again, for some of you, this earth energy, all this earth energy that came out may have in the past eluded you. You're like, how the heck do I do this? maybe that's one of the things that you're reading about, is how to create a routine or how to create financial goals. You're looking at those who have been successful with it in the past and saying, how did you do it? I might want to try that. Okay. What else do we have, please? Okay, we got these two. Shadow work. Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. Okay, I also associate the devil card with shadow work, very much so. This is about us going into those temptations. Why are we tempted by certain things? Okay, if it's something that we just feel like like with water, let's just say you've been a soda drinker your whole life and you just can't quit. Why is it we can't quit? What is it about that keeps you coming back to it over and over again where you can't leave it behind? Okay, so that's just one example because we had food and water. Maybe it's certain foods. Maybe there is like a greasy burger and fries that you are addicted to and you can't leave it behind, and you don't understand why you can't lose weight, whatever the thing is. It can pertain to so many things with a shadow, but think of it. What are your temptations and why are you tempted by these things? All right, we also got avoid toxic people. Hang out with people who will uplift your spirit, not bring you down. Okay, I also got this with the 10 of Wands. So with the 10 of Wands being here, this is you leaving behind those, dead branches, right? Are they uplifting your spirit? Is the food and drink that you eat uplifting your spirit? If it's not, it is time to drop it and leave it behind. Okay. And we also have giving money. All right. The 6 of Pentacles can also relate to that. So what I'm thinking with this is that there's something in our lives that maybe we want to call in. The one way to call something into our lives is to give it. Let's just say it's love, right? By giving love, we will receive love. By giving money, we will receive money. Okay? So whatever it is that you want to see in your life, try giving it away first and see how much comes back to you. It is magnetized back to you, and the universe sees what you're doing. Okay? So I'm not saying tell no one, but don't be one of those people that advertises on social media giving something to like a homeless person. Like, look at me, I'm giving something to a homeless person, and like want credit and validity for it. That's not what it is for. Okay? So know in the bottom of your heart that you're giving because you love yourself and want to see that reciprocated in some way. All right? So that's what that is. All right, let's close this reading out. We're going to get an Oracle of the Shadows and Light, and this is by Lucy Cavendish. I love the art in this deck. It's beautiful. All right, so let's see what we got. Spirit, give me a card to close this reading out for the collective, please. There we go. Lady with a Bosch egg, ancient wisdom. All right, I am going to read from this, but off the top of my head, from what I remember, is that there are things that we are keeping to ourselves at this time. Okay? So there is something in our life that we're working towards that we don't want other people to see. And I specifically am going to toxic people. Okay? Here's an example. You're building a business, right? You are putting all of your work into it. You've created a routine. You're creating financial goals. You're on the rise. You're attracting a deep soulmate. You're doing your shadow work. You're giving money. You're reading, higher learning, and living your dream. Here comes this toxic person or people, this group of people, who see what you're doing and want to try to tempt you out of it. Maybe even convince you or flat out tell you what you're doing is dumb. You can't do that, whatever it is. In doing that, you are leaking your energy to them. Okay? So there are some things right now in what you are working towards that you're going to keep private, because it's knowledge that is sacred and that it's only for you. And again, maybe you might share it with a certain group of people, because people who will uplift your spirit and not bring it down. So you're going to have your tribe of people that support you in no matter what way you choose to go. All right? So it's okay to share with those kind, as long as you truly do trust them and that they're not going to try to talk you out of it or bring you down. All right. And then bottom of the deck, we have Fairy of the Divine Hand, which is intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. So this would be the opposite of choosing foods wisely and drinking pure water, right? Maybe we are intoxicating ourselves with alcohol and overindulging in food. All right. So there's many things that could be trying to, again, tempt us at this time away from our goals, our purpose, our ascension. So be mindful of that. And it does not always have to be people doing it, right? Again, I used examples of soda and greasy burger and fries. Maybe this is just your temptation, your vice. And it's hard for you to give that up. That might be the thing that's going to keep your energy down when you want to ascend. Okay, so just be aware of that. And there might still, sadly, be people in that group who just do want to bring you down. Like maybe there's a party you always go to. And in going, that it's going to serve that kind of food and drink, and that's not what you eat and drink anymore. When I find myself in those situations, what I actually tend to do is bring my own. If there's something of the food that I can eat, I'll pick at it. And I'll be like, okay, I can eat this of that. And you're only serving soda. Do you have water? If not, I'll bring a bottle of water or make my own tea before I go. So there's ways around that. You can still hang out with your friends as long as they're not purposely trying to be toxic in your life. Just be aware of it and know what you're trying to accomplish and stay on that wagon, because you are supported. You're already on the winning team, and it is great success. All right, let's read about the lady with a Bosch egg. This is number 31. The lady with the Bosch egg is the one in this lifetime who has been chosen to keep safe and sometimes keep secret deep esoteric knowledge. Throughout history's most troubled times, there have always been courageous beings ensuring that sacred knowledge was kept alive. Even though the world may burn and disasters befall humanity and wars take down cities, there will always be those brave souls who will take the knowledge, represented by the Bosch egg, camouflage it, and keep it safe so that at a later time, when the world is finally ready, we can all learn. And before I go any further, this does remind me of Atlantis and Lemuria. So they say that they encoded info in the crystals, and they left it for when the time is right for us to find the knowledge. Okay, so that is something that we are being called to do right now. So we may have ascended masters out there who are trying to bestow that sacred knowledge onto some of us, and you're being called to keep it safe and keep it secret. Okay. It may feel to you that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources, and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times, and understand that the knowledge was brought through to you a very fortunate being living in very fortunate times. Keep it safe. Learn all that you can. Explore esoteric symbology and the history of magic and spirituality. Know now that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. All right. So it's taking me to witchcraft, magic. Spirituality is not one that I feel people are keeping secret, but if that calls to you, then, so be it. That's your story. So whatever it is for you that you feel your information needs to be kept to yourself, absolutely trust that guidance, okay? That is one thing that the Empress knows, is she knows what is sacred and what is hers and what is to be shared, okay? So that is all I have for you today. I am going to just grab an angel number to close this out, just as a parting message to you all. So thank you again for showing up here. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. We have 4477. Waiting for a surprise. Guardianship, insistence on moving upward, abundance, and awakening. The angels congratulate you and say, well done, keep it up. You will be fine. Keep your mind focused, and it will have significant and positive effects. Wow. That is beautiful energy. I also get 1111 there. Okay. 4 plus 7 is 11. And another 4 plus 7 is 11. So that's 1111. So there is something coming towards you, collective, right? We have great success on the horizon. So if you have not started to see that yet, keep doing you, because you are doing the right stuff. You're attracting this divine partnership. You are attracting a soul tribe and people who want to uplift your spirit and not bring it down. But you must be willing to let go of the things that are trying to drag you down. Again, the temptations. Now we have 4466. So this is destined by God. Clarity, perseverance, in guardianship, transformation, and growth. Your angels ask you to pay attention that your focus is too much on the physical world. They ask you to completely hand over your worries to them so that they can step in to assist. Balance your focus between heaven and earth and know that the supply that you need is truly unlimited, especially when you work hand in hand with the divine hand. All right, so that's taken me to this Ace of Cups here. Your cup will never be empty. All right, even if other people try to drain it from you, you can replenish it every chance you get. And the divine is here to help you replenish. Okay, 1133. Make persistent efforts, awakening, assistance, protection. In many ways, they are like your spiritual mentors, teaching you the ancient wisdom of making your dreams come true. They give you all the energy to keep you from getting discouraged and encourage you to stay focused on your true soul goals. However, they always teach us that all creation begins with our thoughts and intentions. Ask them to assist you in making wise choices about what you want. There you go. So if you are having trouble specifically with, again, creating routine, financial goals, maybe even any of these other things on the table. What is my dream? I need to focus on that. Ask for help, okay? You have lots of divine assistance waiting to help you get to where you need to go. All right. So bottom of the deck, 9900, divine protection. We have sublimation, continuous protection, forgiveness, and awakening. Awakening came up on almost every single one of these cards. So this is a message from your creator, representing that certain parts of your life have just ended under divine guidance. Nothing is lost. There is no death, no accident. The recent changes in your life in which important parts of your life have stopped or changed are responses to your prayers. You are light and free. I love that. You are light and free, okay? Remember what I said about the food and water that we ingest. Make it lighter. Soups, liquids, smoothies, pure water, lighter foods, okay? When you're creating that routine, make it about food. How am I ingesting my food? One of the things that I have had lots of conversations with is, are you just chowing down your food and not even tasting it? You're just eating because you know your body needs it for sustenance? Make a conscious effort and decision with your eating and drinking to go slower, to actually taste and enjoy what it is you're eating or drinking, okay? Do it with intent, right? Is this food going to nourish my body, mind, and spirit? If it's not, why am I eating it or drinking it? You've got to make that decision for yourself and say, this is good for me, it's going to nourish me, or it's not, and I need to leave it behind. All right, collective. Thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. Make sure you're filling your own cup up with love before you fill someone else's. Go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and love. Immense love, okay? Thank you again. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.